Que estoy filmando.
Ah, yeah?
Estoy filmando. First question. Who's Harlet and why do they dedicate themselves to the music?
Who's HARLET and why do we what?
Dedicate ourselves to the music.
Oh, why do we dedicate ourselves to the music? Okay.
Why do we dedicate ourselves to the music? Alright, well, we're HARLET, San Antonio-based band, originated from San Antonio and other places. But I'm Rick.
I'm Luis.
I'm Miller.
I'm Al. And I guess to keep going with the question, why we dedicate ourselves to music is for the simple, pure joy of doing it. It's one of the most basic expressions that you can have of what you think, what you feel. So we want to be able to express that to people and for them to enjoy it as much as we like enjoy playing it, writing it, performing it. Basically riding the dick of this thing. Oh fuck, we can't say cuss words.
Oh, we can't cuss?
Fuck.
We can?
Oh shit, okay.
I mean, realistically, I think the reason why we did music is that at some point music saved all of our lives. And we were all going through different phases, and our personal lives and getting together was a blessing because we were able to express what we're feeling, get out all of our frustrations, and just put it in words and music and, you know, tell the world in a way that they would maybe like to hear it. So I think that's the most important part for me was being able to express myself with music.
Like Miller said, basically all the songs that we write are what we go through on a day-to-day basis, and
Little
what we
journeys.
do is we write about real shit. We're not trying to be someone that we're not, and you know, just be real. We're realist as we can be, and it's pure rock and roll, man.
I guess that's, can you hear me from me? Yeah, I think you can. But going back to like who the fuck HARLET is and who we are, it's just, I like how we always put it, it's 4 different dudes that have the same kind of energy, that when you put them 4 people in a group, in a room, shit just goes down and magic happens, you know, when this guy plays the drums, this guy starts singing, start busting some bass lines, and this guy starts riffing it out. It's a different energy that you just don't quite feel often, and I guess that's one of the reasons why we like to keep going with it and keep pursuing this dream of actually, you know, being HARLET.
Okay, dude.
Okay, next question. What is the process of composing your songs?
Oh, get your big boy right there. Big boy right there knows the process more than anybody.
Well, it's not complicated or whatever, but usually I go through my day and a melody or a riff pops into my head, and I go straight to my guitar, compose it, write the melody, write around the melody first with the guitar, and then I send it to these guys and see if they like it or not, and from there we take it as a band and we finish a song together, we compose it, and make it fucking
Mao
kick ass.
usually doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Mao usually
Later.
doesn't like it. We
Mao-
send it to him and he doesn't like it.
It's hard to get me to say yes to a project.
We're scared to send it to Mal sometimes because we always know he's not gonna like it, but at the end of the day, he does end up liking it.
Because he has no choice.
No, because we all put our
Yeah,
we
we-
put our own
Twist
own
and
song,
twist to
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we just get one little idea and it just flourishes us with the other people. Like, I guess going back to the 4 of us, we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses, but when we come together, when it comes down to songwriting, you know, we have different virtues when it comes to doing it. So I think we really complement each other real well when it comes down to writing it and recording.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
When it comes to decision making on a certain aspect of a song, how do you guys agree to it?
Oh fuck. Okay, here we go. So usually how this starts out is it's in this room, right? We're here. We're looking at the screen. Someone's in the booth, or someone's just sitting down here recording, and it has a lot to do with our facial expressions towards each other. So you could be like having someone just sitting there recording, and I can look at Miller and be like, or just like, because there's like that one little note, or there's that one little feel, there's something in there, but we usually let the person keep going with what they're doing. We take the mental note, and then once they're done, we start just talking around it, like, hey man, like, go back to it, like, look, you were doing it this way, but in my head, I kind of thought about this way, and then you kind of talk about it, discuss it, not all of the things are changed, we all fight for what we want, but in the end, we come together to a single decision as a band. It's democratic, we actually take votes, and sometimes I lose, sometimes I win.
Most times he loses.
Yeah, most times I lose, but hey, that's the thing. It's not my band. It's our band. It's four dudes making music together.
Yeah.
So that's what I really enjoy about it. It's fucking awesome. Now you guys can say something.
Well, I think you got it pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
What do you guys do with the inner doubts coming when you say maybe this is not going the way I want it to go? I might call it quits. What do you guys do to bring that inner doubt out of your system?
Well, I don't think none of us has come into that inner doubt. I think that all of us have always been fully involved.
You speak for yourself.
Okay, well, everyone's answering this question. I've never had that issue, so I'm going to pass on the mic to my buddy here, who has maybe had those inner doubts and just quitting the group challenge.
Oh yeah. So in inner doubts and shit, like I guess that happens to everybody when you have like bad day writing, bad day playing, or anything. What I always do, I always pick up the phone and I call this guy, and we kind of talk things out. It's kind of like talking to your big brother. Well, you're not my big brother. You'd be like a little brother. But it's talking to like that brother, and you pour your feelings out, and that person listens, and we always got each other's backs for everything. It's like a brotherhood with these guys. It's like we're a fucking family, and we know that at the end of the day we got each other's backs, and no matter what, I know that these guys would do anything for me, and I would do anything for them.
Have you had any inner thoughts?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Fuck you, dude! Wow.
Yeah, that's why he never talks, bro. What do you think?
Because sometimes I don't like it, or it's not that I don't like it, I'm just not feeling it. But it's probably because we're not all playing it. Because when we play it all together, that's when I'm
It
like,
makes
okay,
sense.
fuck yeah.
Got it. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Whenever we're
But
like,
I try not to listen to that shit. That's why I don't tell you guys, like, I don't pay attention to it. But I do have those. That's alright.
Nah, it's rare. Like I don't get them at all. But like Luis was saying, sometimes one of us has an idea that we all don't kind of agree. But as we start composing or working on the song together, the song almost writes itself because of all our influences that comes from us, from all four of us.
what we all bring to the table.
Yeah, we're all. At the end, the song comes out to be a taste of everyone's likes and their whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. How do you guys handle each other's criticism? Constructive criticism?
I think we do a good job doing it. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we never have any issues with
Yeah.
criticism, really. I mean,
No, we like
I mean, yeah.
criticizing each other. I think that helps us write better, or I mean,
It brings out the best in you whenever you have these guys telling you something like it's kind of like a motivational thing whenever they're criticizing you, but I don't think any of us ever been like
It just makes you better.
butthurt about it or anything. I mean, I guess like sometimes like maybe they tell you like it kind of sucked what you play, so you kind of like maybe
You grow from that.
you go from that exactly like you want to improve, you want to come back the next day and like show that guys what you got, and you know we're not trying to up ourselves in here, we're not trying to compete with each other, but we just want to show that we are all wanting to bring something to the table and contribute 24/7 of this band.
Okay, I don't think there's a better answer to that.
Since you guys started last year, what have you learned from yourself?
Damn, that's.
I mean,
We learned a lot.
Yeah, I think we all learned a lot about ourselves. If you want to ask me, I guess I used to think that, you know, I had to be someone else in order for people to like me. I had to be what I was expected to be from, you know, family, friends, work, and that all changed when I got together with this guys. You know, going back to the first question, basically, that's when I found out that I could be myself around this guys, and there was nothing but great feedback. There was nothing but, you know, constructive criticism, like the back question. I don't want to do loops, but I guess that's what I found out about myself, that I could really be myself around these people, and I think that that's what's made me really the happiest this last year, and that's what I learned about
It was
myself.
a blessing.
It was a blessing. What have you learned about yourself, dude?
Shit.
You don't want to
What
talk anymore?
haven't I? Yeah, do you want to talk first? I'll pass it to you right now. From since we started, I was scared of singing in front of people, and joining HARLET brought that fear out of me, and I overcame that fear of you know, like having to sing in front of people and stuff, and that also made me a better musician, composer. Before I joined these guys, I didn't know how to reach. I was always stuck on midway through, but I learned a lot since we started, and it's come along. I mean, it's not a long way. It's barely a year, but I mean,
It feels like a long ass time.
Yeah. So-
it does.
we don't know what could happen in 5 years. I mean, we're just getting better and better. The days. So.
Well, I guess what I learned about myself was I was always trying to do, like Miles said, like what you're expected kind of like to do, like from anyone close to you, your family, friends, and society as well. Like you just like going through what everyone needs to go through, but I kind of realized that I didn't want to go that way. I wanted to do music. That's pretty much it.
I'm just gonna piggyback what you guys just said, because it just comes back to the finding who you really are. You know, it's because in this thing, like, well, this music business, I guess you really put yourself out there very naked. You know, because you're really showing people really who you are, from everything from what you think, what you feel, how you present yourself on stage, what you do. You know, it's constant eyes on you, and that was always an issue for me. It's anxiety and all these things, but after that first show that we had, you just feel like you can just take the world after that. You know, it was 10, 15 people. I don't care how many people were there. But, you know, at the end, when you get off that stage, it's a feeling of accomplishment. You know, because you were able to do something that takes balls to do, and you know, it's like a self goal that you were able to accomplish. And every day it's like that. You know, from writing to performing, you know, to doing these little things that we do now, it makes you grow as a person. And I've been able to enjoy it very, very, very nicely.
Same, dude.
How do you want the world to describe your sound?
How do one of the people? Oh, whew, loud.
How do we want it to be?
Yeah, it's loud. It's fun, energetic. Just balls out to the wall, bro. Basically, it's.
Pure rock and roll, man.
You know, it's just
garage.
like, yeah, like that first time that just put it like more towards the middle. Like that first time that you picked up your first like Black Sabbath album and you just heard the first heavy guitar riff, those drums banging, and you know that weird, it's just wow. You know what I mean? Like it just makes your your arms tingle and you just want to get up there and start headbanging. That's what I love. You know, it's being able to transfer that energy to people. That's what I'm to think. Raw power, pretty much.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. I mean, that's how we want people to perceive our music, as a way to be able to headbang freely, and it's a way to
Honest music.
You know, yeah. Just don't overproduce it. Don't just naturally feel our bass, feel our guitar, feel our drums, and feel good about singing to it all out, and just fucking dancing or doing whatever you have to do with it. It's our music for y'all to enjoy.
I mean, we're not musically intellects where we know how to write, compose. Like reading music. We don't know all that shit.
We know the feeling of music.
Yeah,
and
we
it's,
just know the feeling, and
We just know what feels right.
yeah. So
feels
we don't
right, sounds right.
we don't write perfect. I mean, it's just pure raw rock and roll and metal, just headbanging music.
That's what it is.
That's it.
What's your latest single, Blizzard, about?
Well, that's an interesting question.
It's about a snowstorm.
It's a snowstorm, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's full of metaphors.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that I guess the lyrics really came after the song. Like they came during, and you know how Rick was saying is we're working around a melody that was already like written through the guitar. So sometimes in a lot of our songs, it's first comes the riff and like the music, then come the lyrics, or sometimes it's first the lyrics, then the music. So I guess Blizzard happened to be one of those songs where we had the structure of the song musically done, and we're trying to find fit lyrics into it, and we just started going into a trip with it pretty much, and trying to tell a story with it of hypothermia and like how you feel when you're going through the stages of how you're dying, and trying to really get in there. But I guess there's really not that much of meaning behind Blizzard, rather than just it's one of our little experiments that we've always done with music. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess you guys can.
That makes
Trying to
perfect sense.
explain
I
it.
mean,
I don't think we can add anything
I
else.
don't think we can add anything else to it. I
Okay.
think that's it. Yeah, that's what it is about.
I mean, no, like whatever someone thinks it's about, that's what it's about. We just write what we thought of that moment. Because people may interpret songs differently, and whatever they thought it is about, maybe that's what it's about for them. We don't write.
We don't do poetry.
Like
Yeah, we don't-
specific meaning.
Yeah, we just write because in that
Melodies.
moment that we felt that it was right to do that.